showdown. The rivalry once thought dead and gone, but it is back. And now we find out who gets the right to lay claim to the football-obsessed state of Texas. This matchup has had all kinds of great moments, and we're ready for some more. Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field, home of the 12th man, and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Texas Longhorns, taking on another unit from the Big 12, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Longhorns will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. So the Texas A&M Aggies offense takes the field. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Bringing the heat. And down he goes back at the 3.
This offense already in the black zone, a little bit backed up. How do they want to respond? They come out to throw the football, be aggressive, and this defense was ready, and they got pressure on the quarterback and got a sack on the very first snap.
And the Aggies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. The give to the tailback. Couldn't find any way to get out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
Running to Green. So Texas offense has its first opportunity of the day. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Really nice job creating his own space, running with attitude. He's up to the 37-yard line. And the Longhorns can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. There he goes to the right. He's at the 20. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1. Now second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Trying to punch it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Longhorns! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Bringing it out. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And this will be scooped up in the end zone. A defensive touchdown.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers, to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped up to 17. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
The Aggies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Scanning the field, it's De La Rosa. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. First one of the day is on its way, and he's been sort of scarce around here, only called on 1 time in that loss last week. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Oh, what a move. Guys, let's take a big view of Texas. They're the new #1 team in the country. What do they need to do to stay in that spot?
Well, and it's cool to see this team earn that, right? Like, they haven't been #1. They had to go get it on the field, and now it's got to stay on the field, Jesse. One game at a time. Don't get over our skis. Think about too many things in the future. Think about today.
Yeah, they've got to have a sense of urgency now, especially knowing with that #1 beside the name, they're going to get everybody's best shot. So they've got to step up. They've actually got to elevate their play now, I think, to keep this thing moving forward.
Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on 1st down. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4-yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
Quick completion on the out. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll try the run. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Texas!
How explosive is this offense, right? They rev it up so quickly. Speed, playmaking ability, versatility, running, throwing, NFL talent all over the place. And after that last touchdown, they've already blown this game wide open. And guys, we're not even through the first quarter yet.
Returner's going to try to see what he can get. And the ball's free, deep in his own territory. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Hey, as a return guy, you know that you're going to get popped. You know you've got guys that have a 50-yard run at you trying to dislodge the football. You've got to do a better job with ball security.
Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs off the ground.
Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man on the right. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, makes the tackle for him.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Longhorns! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
The identity of this offense is their ability to run the football. They're doing that in this game. That's now 3 rushing touchdowns on the day.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he made the extra point without problem. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1. Did Bevo really get his name after altering a brand on his backside put there by Texas A&M students? So many questions to answer. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 18.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. Trying to pound it in. Touchdown, Texas! Great job by the back on the option.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it. Right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
The sure hands, it's Kendricks. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
Yeah, what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing it. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom, I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
They'll give it to the back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, Just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Unloads to the right. Nearly picked off there, and he might be the last guy on the field you'd expect to drop that one. It'll be 3rd down.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
Fires to the tight end. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout. And man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's De La Rosa. Pulls it in. It's Johnson. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play. A&M comes back out with another 1st down. He wants to throw it again. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
To the air on 2nd down. Finds his big tight end. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
That's good for a fighting
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
They'll throw it from the red zone. Finds his big tight end. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Makes the grab. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
They'll send out the kicker here. And he'll try this one from the left hash and 33 yards away. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, the Lone Star Showdown is among the most bitter rivalries in football, and so far today, these two have really butted heads. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis, and through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Texas A&M and Texas plays out.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Texas A&M ready to kick it away to get the third quarter started. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Turning it on! They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take a deep shot here. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Longhorns will call on their punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And the coverage team surrounding the ball. No chance for the return man to get in there on that one. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Look at it this way. The field position is awful, but opportunity to pile up a lot of stats because there are a lot of yards in front of them. The give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
To the air, it's De La Rosa. Got his man in the middle.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Bully ball on 3rd and short. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
Right back to the well. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And this guy's showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick. And guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3/4 of the football game.
He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28. Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the marker. It's Metcalf. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right, things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. The give to the lone running back. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. They'll go to the ground. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Spits it out to the back. It's complete to the right. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to pass. Sets up the screen. Jukes his way for more. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
And they can't make the connection on 3rd down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. You can grab, but you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a 1st down. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. The hand to the running back. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Caught in the backfield. It's Allen. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense, playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You got to take shots offensively.
On third down, he drops to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Johnson. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Here comes the Texas offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum.
Breaks into the open. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. The give as they work on that clock. Picks up the first down, still moving. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. From inside the 40 at the 37, it's first down. To the ground, he's got it again. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
He didn't even have a chance to get back to the line. What a job by this defensive front. And while they could run victory formation, you also have to think about padding those stats. And this one is anything but routine. A 48-yard attempt from the right hash. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we're looking pretty good.
The week has been a